A woman reacted online after a waitress passed flirtatious comments on her husband and ended up getting a call from the restaurant manager the next day. Please click on the subscribe button to support us in continuing. The internet sided with one frustrated wife whose narrative of how she accidentally ruined a waitress' life went viral in a popular Reddit forum. Posting to Reddit, user ThrowerWaitress109 shared an experience with a waitress she'd accused of flirting with her husband, detailing the unexpected fallout of her reaction and the impact it had on everyone involved. The 33-year-old original poster, Opie, and her husband, 30, visited a new diner with their family to celebrate his birthday. Finally, the woman spotted a waitress, who seemed to be in her 20s and was behaving funnily throughout the entire ceremony as she never took her eyes off her husband. The waitress went ahead to say inappropriate comments at the man as much as the family was noticing what she was doing attentively. Opie said she began feeling agitated but decided not to cause a scene, hoping the waitress would cease her behavior. Still, when the waitress served drinks at the guest table, she made an unprofessional comment about her husband's eyes. Assuming nobody would hear her, the woman leaned toward him and said, "The sparkle in those eyes is igniting me." The woman claimed her in-laws condemned her for ruining the waitress' life and speculated that she was jealous. Opie's husband had electric blue eyes, and after hearing the waitress say such a thing, the wife was startled. The woman then told the waitress she was inappropriate and needed to stop right there. To her dismay, the woman smiled smugly and walked away without a word more. Opie's in-laws looked at her in dismay, and she said it was awful, though she never meant to make a scene. But after reaching home, the woman came up with a bit of an evil plan. She was furious and thought a little negative review on the restaurant's official Facebook page would cool her down. The next day, the diner's manager contacted her through the phone number on her profile, seeking an elaborate explanation on the matter. He then told her that negative reviews like this might harm their reputation since their business was new. He asked her what they could do for her to take her review down. The woman informed the manager that she would take the review down if they assured consequences for the concerned waitress' inappropriate comment. Later, the manager called her again and told her he'd fire the waitress. And because Opie left the review on the eatery's Facebook page, the waitress was able to contact her directly. The woman got a message from the waitress on her social media, telling her she didn't mean to disrupt and was just complimenting her husband's eyes. The waitress then added that the woman ruined her career by getting her fired, making her homeless as she didn't have any other means to pay her rent. Following this turn of events, the woman claimed her in-laws condemned her for ruining the waitress' life and speculated that she was jealous. However, the internet backed her up with an alternative perspective. In the post top comments, which have amassed over 31,000 votes, Redditor ThrowerCloud agreed that the waitress was flirting with the woman's partner and even said her decision to reach out later was out of line. Waiters need tips, but most know not to mess with married couples/families. The person said, adding, she should have known better, and the fact that she reached out after you filed a complaint, even if she was fired, is extremely inappropriate too. Echoing similar sentiments, another person highlighted the potential consequences if it was a male waiter complimenting a female customer instead. If it had been a male waiter leaning in and saying that exact same thing to a female customer, everyone would be saying to alert the police. It's just plain creepy, wrote Redditor Blosaja. User Good Girls Grace also agreed that the waitress was being weird with her inappropriate compliments and stated, "A lot of people don't have to inappropriately compliment guest eyes for tips. She ruined her own career, and she could be a waitress anywhere." However, not everyone had the same perspective on the wife's reaction. Some even said she might have jealousy issues. Why did your husband not write a review or stand up for himself? Why did you need to handle it? It does sound like you have some jealousy issues. Redditor Dull Brilliant 4660 stated. Opie defended that she didn't intend to get the waitress fired and didn't even want the manager to get involved, but just planned on leaving a negative review. Also, to all those asking, insecure/jealous much? I might have been, but I just don't think that this was an appropriate way to act at work, the woman concluded.